9.
About the orb that is upon this Titan's back.
Not a Zildin.
16.
Was Oberon on that list?
Yep.
Could he
Oberon's going to
use
use a mythic
his
point
Mythic, yeah.
to get a plus 20
Yeah.
to his roll.
Please no.
Oberon has...
I'm going to aid Oberon.
Can't. He's got knowledge local myth Loros, which is close enough, so he'll roll his plus 9 knowledge mythic Loros, or knowledge myth Loros, plus 20, and he's, yeah. But a Seldarine, it's home. That's Crucible.
Saying that's your home? Wait, Crucible? Looks it over at Lookrick? Isn't... You mentioned that a few times before.
So there's a terrestrial world, basically, that Atlas is holding. Kind of this big blue thing. There are clouds going by, and you can see...
Are these the gods of your world, then?
No.
Then what's this bloke doing holding up your world?
The world has almost like, you know how a globe has a little thing like sticking out of the top, and then like a fan, kind of like a blade around it, so that it can actually stand. It has that as well, and there are some weird runes that are etched along the fan. They're definite prominent, and there's 7 of them.
I climbed a statue to take a closer look.
Okay. 7 weird-looking runes. Each different.
If I poke the world, is it wet?
No, but the magic kind of goes... You're looking really closer. There's something wrong with this world. Why is it all kind of cracked and broken and fiery on one of the continents?
And there's a lot of adventure happens.
There's a lot of ash in the air, and
is one of your big island burning?
yes, that used to be the elven homeland.
Sorry, I'm sorry, my friend.
They've burned it all.
Who's they?
The dragons that overran Crucible. Oh, show me where the dwarves live. Show me where the dwarves live. Oberon's just Oberon, like Logric shaking Oberon.
To the dwarves that were Crucible.
Dragons. How many dragons are you speaking of? Like legions?
They came through many ways, through many gates, portals. They rained down from the heavens like meteors, a shower of them. At first we thought, well, at least my people thought, or so they say, that it was a blessing. But it was not. It was the beginning of the end. Countless died when the dragons attacked, and even more under the yoke. My people were... Our people, he turns to Isildan, were lucky to escape to Mythloros. We had built a colony there, raised a mythal, centuries before. It was those who knew and administered the colony that were able to escape with small numbers. There was once a great forest and a cornel, a nation that was proud and strong, many mythals.
Sounds horrible.
The dwarves also escaped.
You've lost much.
They came to many worlds. Can you see the dragons? Is what he's saying up at Euchre. No, you can't see the dragons from here.
But you are not so different from my world.
Hmm.
No dragon.
Marty, you said there's
Not
7...
dragons, but iron throats that belch forth destruction and fire. Rain death upon those too far away to fight back or seek cover. Hundreds of them upon ships, massive ships, with many sails.
Why are they torturing us with the crucible here? Who's to blame for this?
Marty, you said there are 7...
Is it you, Butcher? Says Olokrik's fucking losing it and yelling out at the fucking hallway.
Lokrik! Steel yourself! You are king!
Not king yet, just heir. I have never been crowned.
Nobility is in one's blood. You are
let
fit
me-
to be a king or you are not.
Let me.
Don't act like it.
Let me.
Yeah, Suker.
Okay, he just stands there trembling.
Can you light up the torch over there?
Yeah, sure. Boop. Boop.
Okay, so let me. How are you doing to light them? You just touching them, or?
Cure light. Cast light on one of them.
Okay, give me a spellcraft.
I assume this is how that shit works. Mm-hmm. 24.
Your simple touching of it turns it on.
Oh,
No, that's good.
okay. We'll go to the other one. Do I touch it again and it turns off?
Yep.
Holy crap, this is fantastic. You should pull these out of the wall and carry them with you. Instead of
But
having
it would
them-
always go bright and then dark and then bright and then dark and then bright and then dark
Well,
and then
use
bright
your
and then
anyways.
dark.
Right. Use your brains once in a while. All right, so he's gonna touch the other two.
Okay.
This
So
one.
as you're going around and touching them, you can feel free to add the 20-foot radius light to them.
Yay! It's my favorite.
They make a little sound when they get turned on too. A little pinging sound.
So now their world has light.
I doubt that's how it works. Why? Why do they know about Crucible here? What could they possibly?
Heroes before us must have been from Crucible. Maybe they're the ones that were supposed to fight the dragon.
Crucible fell hundreds of years ago.
And this place is hundreds of years old. Do you want to bring it with you? Do you want me to bring it with us?
No, I wouldn't want to disturb the magic. As appalling as it is to see the place that our people came from, this could very well be the most accurate map of Crucible that has ever been created. Looks up at it again. He's trying not to face Galeth because there are tears in his eyes.
Marty, you said something
Galeth!
interesting that
He's not sobbing, but
Galeth-
it's kind of like they're kind of welling up in his eyes.
Galeth turns toward Lokrik and clasps him hard on the shoulder reassuringly.
There's a lot of work for us to do.
There is, and we'll need you, brother.
That place will be death.
Well, then I'll rely on you to keep us alive.
Hmm.
Looks like you could put a pretty good forge there.
I do not recognize those symbols around it. I wonder what they mean.
Marty, you said there's 7 symbols?
Yep.
Is one of them lit?
No, none of them are lit.
Okay, can I touch one of the symbols?
Yep, the symbols are kind of like raised out of this strange metal. It's
Okay.
like these metal plaques kind of arranged in a down the arm of the atlas, sort of, or the arm of the globe.
Yeah, I'm gonna touch one of the symbols.
Okay, the metal's strange feeling. It's almost like you were able to push in the metal, and then it kind of snapped back into place, like it was partly fluid.
Yeah, I'll do that. Push on one of the symbols.
You kind of push on the symbol, and you push it kind of in a little bit, and it comes snapping back slowly to its original form. You can roll a linguistics check if you want to know about the language.
Nah, it's gonna be an in check. Oberon or Lokrik, take a look at this language. See if you can figure out what it stands for. It's just an in check for me.
They're not even sigils. They're not even characters. They're more like sigils.
I'm questioning, what is the significance of having this one world?
Is one
Or
a
is
plus
this-
sign and one a minus sign?
No, there's no minus sign. One's minimized, maximized.
No,
If
I'm trying to
only
figure.
use it.
Double arrows to the left, double arrows to the right.
No.
Does this show you different worlds? Or is this
Oberon
only
raises his
showing you
hand,
Crucible?
and he's going to cast Detect Magic.
Or is it only Crucible? And why only Crucible?
At what point does Detect Magic make your eyes bleed?
Oh, shakalaka.
Yeah, I didn't cast that because
I don't know that I like that idea.
Yeah, as soon as he starts casting, I'm like, I wouldn't do that if I were you.
So, overwhelming auras. Magic.
Oh! He puts his hand down.
Yeah, I shouldn't do it when around something
Don't.
that's so powerful.
The magic of the statue is pale in comparison to the magic of the orb. I think it's divination. I think it's an accurate depiction. Or something like it.
But why this world? What is so important about this world?
3 of us have our people. They're from it. At least indirectly.
So what's the significance then? Yes, I understand it's very important for you, but what is the significance of this one world?
The sphere will be beyond my ability to simply identify with a low circle spell. It will be something that we'll need to learn about from others, tamper with ourselves, or simply observe. Perhaps a legend spell will reveal more. I think that thing is an artifact, is what he says.
Lemmy's gonna start blowing against one of the clouds.
Okay, well, at first you thought you were moving the clouds, but then you were just kind of like moving the magic that's projecting the image.
Got it.
It was kind of disturbing it, and the clouds are still going.
We are heroes. That place is in need of help and full of dragons to fight. We go, we be hero.
The dragons that are there, my friend, would make the dragon that we fought look like a puppy.
Then we
Yeah.
train them. Like puppy.
Listen, we need to.
We
need
start
to,
with a little bit bigger dragon and we practice.
Here's the thing. If we're gonna fight things like that, then we really have to get organized. We have to know each other's abilities, weaknesses, and strengths.
Okay.
Let's go look down the other hallways and see what's there.
Yes, if
There's-
something
there's
so
two-
magnificent and terrible is down here, imagine what's in the rest of the place.
Right.
Tread carefully, my friends. This is even more
No
dangerous than what is
Something
above.
aching for my blade. Ha ha!
Surrender!
Locrig chuckles at that as he...
Go to the other side?
Yep.
I just moved us.
Okay, I got a story to tell you after game, but... It has been many moons. Many, many moons.
This is about a poop.
Whoa. The bloody hell
This
is
chamber
this?
is simple. It is battle-scarred and blasted. There is a circular, like... There is a nook along the ground, like an indentation, and there's this massive, strangely russet metal disc that is implanted in the floor.
I would not use detect magic here either. Just saying. Alright. Lemmy's going to walk around. And start touching these guys.
Okay. Light up the place.
Oh well, bad touch, bad touch.
Zoldan will light up the other side.
What is it?
It looks slightly concave, or convex, sorry, it's going to bubble out. It looks like it's fitted into the floor. There are signs that maybe there are little feet or fittings where people might have once put like levers to kind of pop the disc out.
Okay.
This metal. Strange.
Lokix.
Azulin, give me one of your arrows. The good ones.
No, sure. When he hands him an adamantine arrow.
He takes it and he leans down and he's looking at the metals.
It's not quite adamantine, but I would swear. I would shave my beard if I was wrong.
You have a
There's
very nice beard.
Adamantine mixed in with the steel of this disc. Ding.
He hands the arrow back, fletching first, being very
I'm no
polite.
metallurgist, but what does that mean?
It is very strong. Somebody with craft beyond that of perhaps even dwarves made this disc. Wait a
Who's
minute.
examining this?
Can I use this?
Sure, I suppose.
You've got more?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, they're not exactly,
Is abundant
for a
ammunition?
dozen, but
Is abundant ammunition still running?
no, it's gone by now.
Okay, he starts trying to rub the end of the arrow into the disc. He gets angry and starts rubbing it more and then hands it to Uker. Okay.
Alright, snaps off, then we take it and
Yeah,
try to scratch.
you do scratch through it, so adamantine is actually harder than the disc, but this is not.
It's stronger than steel.
What's this, Marty?
Okay, so this indentation is concave, and it's about 1.5 feet thick, maybe 2 feet thick, and only goes down about, I don't know, 3 feet in the middle and nothing at the edges. So it's like a circle,
Yeah.
like a little arc of a circle that goes down.
Same. It looks like the same material.
No, it's just cut in the stone.
This looks like it's a fitting for that. Does it?
What do you mean?
Like if you were to pick this up and put it sideways, it would fit here.
We'll try to move the disc.
Okay.
That's what we have strong people for. Yeah.
Foot thick of. Well, what's the difference between steel and adamantine for weight?
And adamantine, I think, is double.
Let me just check the special materials. Adamantine.
Now, friend, you need to have Antal run on you.
It's 1/3. Okay, so weapons. Harness. There is no weight.
Okay, it's
difference.
probably the
Really?
same weight. Then.
Yeah.
We'll say it's just a little bit heavier if it's.
I don't know why I thought the adamantine was heavier. I could have sworn it was. Oh.
All right, so let's just figure out some weight here. Give me a second, calculator.
I don't think I've ever played a game where we calculated weight so often.
I built a calculator specifically to do it. I also built a calculator to.
So area of pi r squared. Radius is looks like 10, 12.5 feet. It's probably
I guess
an average of a foot thick. So times
Okay. 1.
1, and then what's the specific density per square foot of steel?
I think it's like it's close to 8. It's 7 something.
Okay, we can make it 8. The disc weighs 4,000 pounds.
Oh, that's probably like your heavy zone.
Well,
No.
I might have
Not
to drink
even.
a potion.
Or use a round of rage, whatever.
So here. So yeah, if I do that, then I go like this. And yeah. So I
Yeah, just let me see. Equals 3.14 times 12.5 times 12.5 times 1 foot
steel is
deep.
steel is 7.8.
8. Yeah, we'll just call it 8. Yeah, it's 4,000 pounds.
Okay, so Uker takes a minute to prepare an Adhol extract because he doesn't normally prepare one.
Okay.
He drinks it. He goes, rawr, picks it up, walks over and sticks it in the thing.
Okay, so Uker, describe how you're lifting it. It's still really fucking big. And is everyone standing where they are?
Oh, no. Woo! Fuck
So
outta here.
round 1 of lifting
If
is
that shit rolls.
it's going to actually. So before here we go. So before the actual lifting begins, it's going to be stand here, and before the rage is basically the tip it up.
Yep.
Because I could do that without raging.
Yeah, so you dig your fingers in, and you could just see Uker's hands flexing, and then you hear this crack and this kind of grumble from the stone, and he begins to lift up this disc, which is about a foot thick in the overall. It's a little bit thinner along the edges and a little bit thicker at the bottom. It is like looking from under, it's concave. You know, if you look straight up, like it's definitely got a proper side up and a proper side down. As he lifts it up, you notice that there's something covered in a tarp underneath, and the tarp's all like,
Ooh.
how should we say, burned. And you can see through the center of the tarp, and there's like a hole, like a semicircular indentation in the stone.
So I will.
So you're
once
lifting
I've-
up and kind of shift your weight, and you're now like
Under-
standing there,
yep.
and you've got the thing up, and you're looking down in.
Yep, I'm going to sort of twist it so that we get it on the edge.
Okay, he picks it up and he rolls it off to the side, so he's got it kind of straight up on the side here.
Yep. And then I'm going to get to the middle and get into a low squat to grab it, or just squat up with it.
Okay.
Oh, that's where the rage... Actually, I don't need the rage until I want to walk with it, so I can lift it, and then I rage to walk with it.
You go over and you kind of lean it down into the thing. Okay, so the separation of this thing is wider, much wider than the edge of the bowl. Is it bowl side out or is it shield side out?
It's bowl side out because I think this is a target range for spells. That's what it feels like to me. It's making a spell target range.
And then it doesn't fit perfectly in, so you kind of lean it and it hits the back wall and it scrapes a little bit. It's like you expected something like this to fit nicely, but it didn't. Now there's a hole.
Do I have it backwards? I yell back to, like, Oberon.
There's something inside.
Yeah. What's going on inside there?
It's about 2 feet thick, and it's like a hula hoop all the way around the edge of the depression. It's covered in tarps, but some of it is still visible. It is a 20-foot diameter ring. And then below the ring, there are blasted and broken and horribly disfigured ground. And it looks like there are organic things stuck in the ground, like on top of each other, like layers and layers.
Gross.
And one of the organic things looks like a red dragon.
Super gross.
That's kind of like stuck in the ground and blasted with magic, and it looks like it's all melted, but you can still see some of its scales. And it's really old and kind of rotted, but part of the stone.
Why is there magic mummy in here?
Isilden, your heart stops when you notice that there's a broken glass eye that is at the bottom of the bottom of this hole. It looks like one of the draconic eyes that was chasing you in the forest.
Okay.
It's not lit up, but you'd remember these things. These things are from your nightmares. The dragon's about as big as
Dracodominus?
Dragodomus, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But it looks like there are other things, like people melted into the stone. You're just kind of gawking at this horrible scene of death.
How far down is this?
It is strangely circular at the bottom. Like whatever's pushing people into the stone is perfectly kind of a oval, about 15-20 feet out.
Ugh.
Does it match the curve of the disc?
No.
I'm gonna
Some
cast
sort of
detect.
weird blast-forming hole.
Marty, I'm gonna
That's a good guess.
detect. I'm gonna start detecting magic.
I
Just
blame
straight-
little green men.
Okay.
Just underneath, just straight
Goblins.
underneath me, and then I'm gonna slowly move it towards this
With
area.
this, Oberon's tugging at this tarp.
Isilden helps him with it.
All right, you start pulling it back, and there's the ring of strange metal, 2 feet thick and probably about 6-7 inches deep, has sigils on it all the way around the ring.
What is it? What does it say?
It doesn't say anything. They're symbols.
Symbols of what?
Is it a seal or something?
I don't know.
Should I... Wait a sec. Is that the red one down there?
It
Yeah.
looks like it was.
I hop down the hole to go see if I can get some scales.
You greedy bastard.
Okay, so this is not molting. This is like it's stuck in the stone. Give me a perception check, and then I'll see how many you
It's
can find.
rotting.
Yeah, it's rotting.
Oh, gosh.
16.
If you want to see what the symbols look like on the ring, I can plop a token down.
Please.
The ring isn't multicolored, it's just to help.
Just happens to have the
These are the
symbols.
symbols.
These are the symbols.
Huh. Did you look at that?
That one looks like boobies.
Yeah, it's about that big too. Cool.
He's looking at another one. He starts giggling.
The cock and balls.
I'm gonna hop down. I'm gonna tear off a hunk of red dragon.
Okay, you almost have to chisel it out. What was your perception check?
16.
Okay, give me a d4.
3.
You find 3 scales.
Alright.
I'll give you a perception check. Give him a hand from up here. 35. Look, if you move the wing over there, if you move the wing, you'll be able to get a whole bunch, I think. Marty?
Yep. Oh,
35.
35? Yeah, give me 2d or 3d4.
Okay.
No, 3d. What did I make Adam roll? d4. Yeah, okay, 3d4. So you find 5 more.
Okay. I'll give half to Oberon.
Sure, if you could add them on
Yeah,
a sheet, that'd be
because
awesome.
I think he's the only one with real access to those spells.
Everyone's standing around this gruesome scene of death, looking at this weird ring.
Some sort of experiment. Climb out of the hole, I guess.
Okay.
I can actually see the pattern here. Somewhat.
Maybe they're trying to figure out how to stop Red Dragon.
Well, they
The
certainly stopped.
Dark World.
They definitely stopped that one. Is there detect magic in that area? Like underneath? Where
Okay.
they are?
You detect magic.
Yeah.
If anyone, if there was any magic items on the dead things that you can see, they may have melted long ago. There's a chance if you started mining through these stone-like bodies, you might find something, but you don't see any magic here. And the ring doesn't radiate any magic.
I'm gonna look at the inside of the. Are there any symbols matching any of this on the inside of the big disc?
Symbols on the inside of the big disc, the one that Ukra is propped up against the wall? No.
Yeah. How about along the edge itself?
Nope. Just there seems to be very large sections that each of these symbols that I showed you in the diagram are on. They all seem to be part of the same character set.
Does it look like it rolls or anything? Or is it stationary?
Looks like it's stationary.
Okay. Is there anything above us? Like a hole in the ground ceiling or anything weird like that?
No, but there are signs of spell battle and perhaps like like physical trauma in this room. Like there are cracks in the perfect marble, scorch marks.
Let me know if Uker has hair loss.
Hold on a second. Marty. Where are you, you bastard?
The inside of the ring is probably 20 feet across. The outside's like 22 feet across. It's fitting just perfectly inside this indentation.
We will also ask about these runes, and Uker will point to the book.
Okay, give me int checks as you're looking at the runes, or linguistics checks if you want.
Oh, I can do that.
$24.
Let's see you
Man.
go first.
No, 10 for linguistics.
Straight in, bitch.
Yeah.
14.
The 7 sigils that are in the other room, you can find them in this disc. You see them.
Oberon.
Yes.
This one, that one, that one, that one, and that one are on the other Atlas thing.
Oh, I see it. He goes down and he touches one of them. Nothing happens, but he touches one of them on the metal ring.
Then the symbol itself.
This one was the first one.
Perhaps the ones that you select here appear on the over there. Hey, wait, are they at least in the little area? Like, you know how it's like a semicircle? Are the 7 also in a semicircle here? You know what I mean? Like, are they arranged like this is the first, this is the second, this is the third, this is the fourth?
They're not all
Sequential.
in a row. No, they're kind of randomly
Scattered.
I'll pick them out later, and it may or may not be important.
Okay.
Oberon, I'm wondering this might be used to select a specific world to view over there, and currently it's set to your world.
This thing powers the artifact in the other room.
And you need to put.
It's a furnace.
Well, it looks like it burns whatever's inside to you
Leopard's
to power the
sticking
other
his
one.
head in, looking around. He wanders over to here, looking at the disc.
What's the speak with stone level spell? Level is that spell?
Talking to stone. The stone is wise.
What up, Rock? I'm a rock. Tell me things.
Speak
I'm
of
a
Stone,
rock.
I think, was a weird custom spell from 3.5.
Yeah, I don't see it here at all.
Do you
Because it's
know
from
what the
3.5.
rock is cooking?
It's cooking red dragon, bitch.
Sorry, I think it's can you smell, but doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Can't cast spell, so it's moot now, baby. Oh, we could probably do this all night. I'm sure like a third of all Elvis songs have the word rock in it, so...
That sounds correct. I'm not gonna bother snopesing it, but
it's probably terribly wrong.
It's probably not.
The thing is, he did pretty much every Bible/church song as a recording at least once.
Fire seems to be the driving force in this contraption, right? Marty?
I don't know how to respond to that.
I mean, there's... yeah, never mind, I guess.
Why don't we ask this of the lady upstairs? Mother.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
For now, lid on or lid off?
Just put the lid back on.
Lid on, I think.
Yeah,
is
lid
probably
on
for the
the
best.
safest, yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Let's gather up again, and this time we'll head to the north one, the one up the other side.
Alright, guys, I gotta call it a night there.
Mark's fading.
Lazy
Yeah.
bastard.
Okay.
It's like you have a family or something. Fuck off.
There's still more dungeon, as you guys
Damn it.
found the Inner Sanctum of Acropolis.
It's almost like we should level first instead of doing the dungeon.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about you, but
The goal was just to kill the thingy, right? We wanted to kill the clay golem.
that's okay. That's fair. That's fair.
That was our mission.
Sure.
But
We're
what's
done.
over here?
Let's go level now.
But
Please,
what's over here?
please, God, please, God.
What's over here, guys?
Let it just be a kitten.
Right. It's just a
I'm telling
harmless,
you, we can level twice.
baby Mancoon. Oh God, they're not harmless. Oh my fucking God.
If what's on the other side of that intersection actually goes more, then yeah, I think we're gonna go back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
this continues.
No.
We're gonna go back upstairs. We're gonna close the secret door.
Put the garbage back. Never go back.
Don't fuck all this
Barbara,
crap.
hey, yeah,
We might have
some
something
huge
better
stone
than
and put it on
garbage.
top.
That's what we're gonna do.
What's that?
Okay, get a huge.
I'm gonna get a big ass statue, and I'm gonna put it on the middle of the disc instead of a pile of garbage. Be one big ass thing.
Yeah,
Okay, so you
stupid
pluck one of the
bag.
statues from the garden and just go.
Ton.
Yes.
Yeah, something weighs a few tons.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just pick up that giant
It's a,
statue of Zeus.
it's a statue. No, it's a statue of like. You remember from those old Greek myth movies where, it's like this. I think he's a cyclops, but he's got like the goat legs.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
that.
I'm not sure who you're talking about, but okay. It's not Pan, right?
No, it's more monstrous than that.
It's not Bacchus. It's. I'm not sure who you're thinking of. I'm pretty well versed in most of the major.
I think it's a
Hellenistic.
monster they might have just made for one of those movies, but
That's possible.
oh no, he
He
doesn't have
definitely
one
got-
eye. He's got two eyes. He's cursed and he's
Oh, he's just a dick. Okay, gotcha.
cursed ancient Greek movie.
I found the picture almost immediately.
As it so happens, being a dick is kind of par for the course if you're Greek.
Horn, 3-fingered hands, goat legs, hooves.
Yeah, that really feels like Pan. Trying to think who else could be. Uranius? No, I don't think that's right either.
Uranus.
It's not the guy from.
It's a
It's
different
not
person.
the original creature I was thinking of is the goat thing from the Voyage of Sinbad. But
Harryhausen's Cyclops
actually,
is what's coming up for like minis and things.
Maybe it's just an interpretation of the Cyclops. Like the Cyclops from Odysseus, which is probably the most famous one from the Iliad.
So yeah, Harryhausen's Cyclops, Harryhausen's version of the Cyclops. Being the artist.
If you haven't seen it, there is a great 90s rendition of the Iliad, of the Odyssey, rather, actually. which was like a made-for-TV movie. I don't recall. It's really good. I highly recommend it.
I'll find it this week because I probably own the movie.
Yeah, I want to say maybe was it a series?
Yeah, you took a monster-looking thing and stuck it on top of the as you guys back out of the Inner Sanctum of the ancient Acropolis.
All right.
I think that's a good place to.
It was a miniseries, 1997,
Damn it.
Emmy Award-winning
Should we?
miniseries.
Yeah. Should
The
we
Odyssey.
level for next game or?
Are you guys retreating back to?
Yes. Are we insane?
Okay,
We're not
so
crazy.
I can.
Yeah.
What do you instruct? We can fly through this. You guys decide that you've seen enough for now. You want to go back to town with all your loot.
Well, we're going to add some research to our list of tasks.
Got it. And what are you instructing the Quaddle to do in your absence?
Protect the statue.
Okay. So he will
I'd say
guard this particular building as opposed to
I think
guarding
that's
all
the
around.
fair. Yeah, I think that's the good strategy.
Given that you found artifacts down there that
Yeah.
are definitely important.
Yes.
The Quaddle will guard that area. You end up leaving via the gate to...
We also asked the Quaddle if she knows anything about a dude in a bubble.
She says... It simply says one of the presences that you were warned about.
Okay.
alright. What about the sphere?
That's...
The Quaddle
The
says
globe.
there's a
No,
god
no, the
called
globe, the
Atlas
globe.
who... there's a god called Atlas who shouldered the weight of worlds on his back.
How
He
can
is-
you
he's
flip
like
between the
not
worlds?
even-
He's considered
It's
the
like-
strongest being in all the multiverse.
I want...
Euchre's like, we'll see about
So,
Challenge
So-
accepted.
that. Alright. How do you switch between the worlds that you can see on the shoulder?
Miss Calla says she's never been in the Inner Sanctum.
Yeah.
She says that it is the place where previous heroes and kings held most sacred.
Does Mother know?
Perhaps
We'll need to speak with her.
she's very knowledgeable.
so to compare pantheons, Thor is the Nordic god of supreme strength. If you want to measure your dick against, right? If you want to measure your dick against gods from various cultures,
I can blow Thor out of the water. I could no fucking...
All right, so you talked to Miss Mezcala when you were at the pavilion, because that's where she was guarding, because she was told to guard this place. She flew around. She said she didn't see anything. She didn't look very closely in the buildings, but she didn't see anything. But you tell her to guard the specific pillared hall where you stuck the statue of the monster, and she agrees.
And
You then use the gem to go back to Featherstone.
yep.
Rosie and the pig are still there,
Awesome.
but you see there are 6 Nethergeists all just sort of camped out there waiting. They all are reaching out towards you now.
Yeah,
Fucking
that's
Nethergeists.
awesome.
They all float along and follow you guys.
Hit these fuckers with
Oh,
a couple
I
of
don't-
cure lights or channels.
yeah, we tried putting magical arrows through them. I didn't do anything,
Oh,
so
the
I'm not
Leonardo.
sure.
Channel energy is different than arrows, buddy.
Yes,
Rosie was
But it
hiding
sh-
from the pig.
that
was
should have
too
worked, and it
stupid
didn't.
to really realize what they were. They were just too far away.
Okay, and run to the other portal.
You run to the standing stone, the stone plinth with the runes on it.
Do it. Does it? Once we go through the portal, will people try to heal my cursed wounds?
We can do that during.
Oh yeah, yeah.
we can do it tomorrow.
Only the
I mean,
top,
doing
right?
during downtime. Yeah, it'll go away.
Do we want to do a mid-game or midweek game? We have the ability to...
Oberon casts detect magic as you're arriving at the plinth. The magic has returned. Enough time must have passed. Let us go back to Rune Shot. Agreed?
Agreed.
So
So
let's
she'll be-
decide. All right, rune shot it is.
Oberon goes and touches the plinth and disappears in a white light.
Gallop is next to follow.
Okay.
Isilden will follow Galith.
Leaving
Let me
Uber
jump
the
in.
pig and
Lockpick,
Okay.
I believe.
Rosie goes with Galith.
With me, yeah.
Actually, who's left?
Lokrik
Okay.
the pig and Ukr.
Yeah, Ukr will make certain the pig goes with Lokrik.
Yeah,
Just in case he
I'll
has to
go
carry the
last.
pig
Give him a
through.
Yeah.
smack on the rump.
Lokrik has to pull it a little bit. It's a little unwieldy and not. It's
We'll
not well
fix that.
behaved. Yeah,
We'll fix
he does disappear, and he's able to take the pig with him.
Okay, and then Ukr will
Go.
go.
Go ahead, Iker.
Okay.
I'll jump in.
Then you turn into a bird and go
Fun.
join the Nethergeist. Is that what you do?
And then you die.
Take me.
And then it dies.
With you. Okay, you guys arrive back at Runeshod. You've only been gone a few days, so there hasn't been that much excitement there. But you may learn during downtime what the town has been up to in your absence. So yes, now you can start your leveling process. You have enough XP for level 6, and I will add on the XP for the previous levels. Again, put your things in priority order in the downtime sheet, because you don't have infinite time before things start to happen. So put them in
Can
priority
we
order.
roll? Can we roll for hit points? Or are we
You
just
get
getting
max.
max?
Yep.
Still max? Okay.
But we'll step through the downtime sheet at the beginning of next game, or a midweek game
Sure thing.
if John gets his way.
Please, midweek game. I just want to play more, guys. Like, fun.
Yeah. I'm good with that.
I can.
If you guys can manage, I know it's a lot to ask, but if you guys can manage, like, I'll be down.
I
Can stop being a bitch and play.
God damn it, Ahmed, you're so funny.
So Tuesday is when the father-in-law and the wife come back from their trip, and my sister and brother-in-law will be gone. So Wednesday or Thursday might be a possibility.
Okay. I'll be down
Thursdays
for
are
it.
great.
It'll have to be a
Thursdays are
short
great.
game with the time difference.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I just want a good fight, and it's a little bit of
And
roleplay.
I'm not gonna this is only if everyone can make it, and don't feel bad if you
Yes.
can't. So
I don't
Yeah, I'm good.
know.
you don't think so, Mark?
I doubt it.
You got weird hours, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's alright, Mark. I understand.
Okay.
Too bad, Mark.
So
We'll miss you.
we could chat about playing something else during the week. That might be an option, but it won't be this campaign, or it won't be the neutrals.
I've still talked about. Well, we should talk about Stars with that number. I'd like to do that.
Okay, maybe we could have a initial
Yeah.
campaign chat about that one. Or
Yeah.
are we waiting until Pathfinder's Starfinder comes
Like
out?
next year? No. Stars with that number is perfectly good. I don't know what your issue is.
Pathfinder
doing
in
a
space.
thing?
Yeah, they're doing
Oh.
a space.
They did. It's an adventure path, so it won't be quite the same thing. And I think what they're trying to do is sort of set up for Pathfinder 2.0. Because I think that is happening. I think we'll probably see that by 2018. Is my guess.
I've noticed that Pathfinder's put a lot of things on sale.
Yeah.
First, there was this big Humble Bundle giveaway, and then all the PDFs are on sale right now. It has a feeling like they're like emptying their warehouses and kind of. It's reached this point where every freaking combination you can think of has already been
I mean,
done.
what they started out in. Jeez, what was it? 2009, 2008.
Yeah.
How many hit points are we getting for Mythic?
The number for your path.
Isn't it 3
per tier.
3 plus double your tier.
3 plus double tier?
So 5.
Oh, that's screwed that up then.
Wait, what? 3 plus double tier equals 5? What is that?
No,
mean?
that's the number of mythic points. Your bonus
Yeah,
hit
we're talking about
points
hit points.
is a-
Hit points.
Oh, your hit points? It's based on your type. I'm a champion. I get
Your
5 per tier.
Yeah, I think you get 3, Ahmed. Higher
I'm
frequency.
kind of jelly
4
about
for some reason.
your 5
I have
hit
4 for
points.
some reason.
The Guardian doesn't have as many as the champion.
It has the same, which is stupid because my job is to get hit a lot.
But you have powers that just negate damage. Just straight up.
Kinda.
Straight up, I negate a bunch of damage and I turn it into DR.
So
It's
let's.
awesome.
I think. I think we'll just chat about game like normal during the week. If there's anything to share with others, we will do so.
Let's
It's,
talk
it's
about
4 hit points.
let's talk about stars outnumber. I have a framework for a campaign set up, and I've talked to some of you about it already. So, if you want to start doing that this week, Wednesday or Thursday would be fine.
Okay, awesome,
This would
gentlemen.
be rolling up our characters.
Well, you already have characters set up in the sandbox, I believe.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah.
we rolled them properly though.
Probably not, but at the very least, you have concepts that work that we can play with, and that's something we do. So
All right, we'll talk midweek.
Let me know.
Good game, guys.
Good game.
There's still some fun stuff left in Acropolis, and then there's some mysteries with artifacts to unravel. So we'll talk about that, plus how they leveled.
I have an itchy vamp plate.
And
You charged a bunch. You should be good.
No, I didn't get to use my lance.
You could have brought it with you, man.
your lance is
Well,
charging.
it's Zeus. It's
charging.
I mean, for fuck's sake, I left it with Zeus.
Put a USB 2 on it.
You mean 3.0?
That disc,
We're not
by the
doing
way,
that.
it weighs 64,000 pounds.
Like you
Which
care.
disc?
The metal hoop that is in
I can
the
carry that around if you want.
64,000 pounds, really?
Yeah. Like that ain't no thing. What the hell? So my current heavy load in like full on I want to do this mode is 300,000 pounds.
Wow. That's like aircraft weight. You're
So
like,
you
I
could be
pick up
rolling this
this
thing
737
around.
and bring it with me. What the fuck?
It is a little bit
Underneath
less
the
than this.
airplane.
It's a little bit less than the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah. So, so role-playing game weight and strength scaling is one of my favorite things. So there's a game called it's a fantasy flight game called Death Watch, where you play Warhammer 40,000 Space Marines. In the early version of that game, there was a problem where you have these weapons called bolters, which is the primary weapon for a Space Marine. It's essentially a
Machine gun.
rocket-propelled grenade launcher. That's a machine gun. It fires armor-piercing grenades that explode inside of you, and you would expect that to be extremely powerful, right? And it is. I mean, in terms of the game, it's very powerful. But if you start to min-max strength as a Space Marine in that game, at least in the early editions of it, your punch is more powerful than any weapon you can have.
Mhm.
And you can lift absurd levels. You're like, oh, look at this gigantic battle tank. I will just pick it up.
What are we calling tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Tonight would be taking out the trash.
Yes.
All right.
I like it.
Lucky number 13,
Taking out the trash.
out
I like it.
the trash. Yeah, you did some house cleaning in Acropolis.
Yes.